Fear is expanded as a false evidence appearing real. And this is so real to many of us because we play this movie in our mind. We play these images and words consecutively over time, and they become more real than they actually are. So fear is a primal emotion, a response that we have to a perceived threat. Remember, the word is perceived. It's actually not a real threat, but we perceive it as a threat. Of course, we are not addressing the real fear, which is physical fear, fear of a wild animal, fear of a car that is speeding up. Those are real fears that we have to be protected from and we need to actually avoid. But the fear I'm talking about at this point in time that we are addressing is the psychological fear. The fear that our brain works and we start to perceive something as a no-go area. And that means we start to respond in a flight, freeze, or fight mode. I don't know which of them you do most of the time. Some people freeze more, some people fight more, some people fly, that run away from the actual fear, the actual experience. For example, let me talk about a situation whereby many thrilling rides in parks, I couldn't experience any of those rides, most of those rides. And because I had a little one, I would go to the little ones and still get a great experience. And many times in my mind, I would ask myself what it would look like to actually, how it would feel like to actually be on those rides. But over time, I started to create a story, personal story, that I did need to experience fun that way and that it was meant for other people. The fact of the matter is that my mind had this feeling that people seem to be having fun and I too desire to have fun. So after a while, of course, looking at life and knowing that I have one life, I decided to start getting onto those rides. And I found out that yes, most of them are scary and there are moments when I'm up there or I'm being twisted upside down and I'm thinking, why did I get into this ride? But by the time the ride ends, I'm feeling like, wow, this was worth my time, it's worth my experience, and it's worth my money. So all the forms of fear will seemingly be like that, and we shall create stories. Those stories have come from the belief system. Remember, you are born a clean slate and you are not born with fear, but fear is created over time based on those stories that people tell around us, and then we start to create our own belief system, and which is going to create attitudes, perceptions, and that means we get feelings from those belief systems and we get meaning from those belief systems, and that means we act based on that belief system. And as you can see, the belief system has been created by those around us. It hasn't been, you were not born with it, but then you're going to start responding for the rest of your life with it. If you're born and people are not experiencing any of these thrilling rides and they're fearful about them, you are going to be fearful about them, whatever you say about it. So you need to now create your own life that is going to give you a new experience. So to understand fear, we need to understand that we need to actually achieve our full potential. We need to go into full life experiences. We need to live our lives to a full potential. We need to have success. We need to build self-esteem, self-actualization. And really, we have one life to live, and that means it's a call for you to step out of your comfort zone and go into this new dimension of experienceable life and see what it means to actually be that entrepreneur, to be that sports person, to be that musician, to be that actress, to be that superstar, or to be that top professor, whatever, or that medical doctor, or that engineer, any area that you might be fearful of. What you have to remember as well is that courage exists amidst fear. So fear is part and parcel of your en route to that unknown area. It is fear appearing to protect you from the unknown. But to achieve life to the full potential, you have to go into this unknown zone, and then you discover the person that you truly are and what life experience can be about.